Chapter 29. Genesis chapter 29. Then Jacob went on his journey and came to the land of the people of the east. And he looked, and behold, a well in the field, and lo, there were 3 flocks of sheep lying by it, for they watered the flocks out of the well. And a great stone was upon the well's mouth, and all the flocks were gathered there, and they rolled the stone from the well's mouth, and watered the sheep, and put the stone again upon the well's mouth in its place. And Jacob said to them, My brothers, where are you from? And they said, We are from Haran. And he said to them, Do you know Laban, the son of Nahor? And they said, We know him. And he said to them, Is he well? And they said, He is well. And behold, his daughter Rachel comes with the sheep. And he said, Lo, the day is yet high. It is not time for gathering the cattle together. Water the sheep and go feed them. And they said, We cannot until all the flocks have been gathered together. And they rolled the stone from the well's mouth. Then we water the sheep. And while he still spoke with them, Rachel came with her father's sheep, for she kept them. And when Jacob saw Rachel, the daughter of Laban his mother's brother, and the sheep of Laban his mother's brother, then it came to pass that Jacob went near and rolled the stone from the well's mouth, and watered the flocks of Laban his mother's brother. And Jacob kissed Rachel, and lifted up his voice, and wept. And Jacob told Rachel that he was her father's brother, and that he was Rebekah's son. And she ran and told her father. And when Laban heard the tidings of Jacob, his sister's son, he ran to meet him, and embraced him, and kissed him, and brought him to his house. And he told Laban all these things. And Laban said to him, Surely you are my bone and my flesh. And he stayed with him for a month. And Laban said to Jacob, Because you are my brother, should you then serve me for nothing? Tell me, what shall your wages be? And Laban had 2 daughters. The name of the oldest was Leah, and the name of the youngest was Rachel. And Leah was weak of eyes, but Rachel was beautiful and well-favored. And Jacob loved Rachel, and said, I will serve you 7 years for Rachel your younger daughter. And Laban said, It is better that I give her to you than that I should give her to another man. Stay with me. And so Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed to him but a few days, for the love that he had for her. And Jacob said to Laban, Give me my wife, for my days are fulfilled, so that I may go in unto her. And Laban gathered together all the men of the place, and made a feast. And in the evening he took his daughter Leah, and brought her to him. And he went in unto her, and Laban gave Zilpah his maid to his daughter Leah for a handmaid. And in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, What is this that you have done to me? Did I not serve with you for Rachel? Why then have you tricked me? And Laban said, It must not be done so in our country, to give the younger before the firstborn. Fulfill her week, and we will give you this also for the service which you shall serve with me still another 7 years. And Jacob did so, and fulfilled her week. And he gave him Rachel his daughter to wife also. And Laban gave Bilhah his maid to his daughter Rachel, to be her handmaid. And he also went in unto Rachel. He also loved Rachel more than Leah, and served with him still 7 more years. And when the Lord saw that Leah was hated, he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren. And Leah conceived and bore a son, and she called his name Reuben. For she said, Surely the Lord has looked upon my afflictions. Now therefore my husband will love me. And she conceived again, and bore a son, and said, Because the Lord has heard that I was hated, he has therefore given me this son also. And she called his name Simeon. And she conceived again, and bore a son, and said, Now this time my husband will return to me, because I have borne him 3 sons. Therefore his name was called Levi. And she conceived again, and bore a son. And she said, Now I will praise the Lord. Therefore she called his name Judah, and quit bearing.